All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage. It's another rainy day here in Northern California, so we're not getting much done outside. We're not doing much work. It is Saturday morning, so this is going to be another same day video for you guys. Shop's a mess. Garage is a mess. Still getting settled here, trying to figure everything out. Behind me, we've got my post-war teardrop replica that we're building. It's a true 4x8 teardrop that we've used templates on the doors, framed it in with 2x2s. Today we're going to work on skinning the roof. So I know the videos are kind of all over the place. Eventually I'm going to go in and categorize them into like teardrop build, C10 build, blah, blah, blah. But we have no room in the shop for the C10. It's raining right now. I do have the fuel tank back in and it is back up and running. So be ready for some bed pulling content and sending it in for body work. We'll make some videos out of that. I got a guy down in the local area here that's going to hook me up on some body work. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this teardrop here. We're going to measure out the distance from left to right, and then we're going to skin the top of it today. And then if we get lucky, and I can borrow a big enough drill from my brother, because I've got a little DeWalt drill floating around here somewhere, and then I have a big rotary hammer, but apparently somewhere along my last 10 years of being gone and not having a house and a shop, I neglected to have a normal size drill for a regular size drill bit. So we'll need to pick one of those up next time I go to town. Town's just far enough away to make it not worth going just for one thing. So we'll go later on this week, but let's jump into a quick little walk around about this, and then we will see what it's gonna take to get this skinned. All right, so back here's where, back out a little bit. Back here's where the galley's gonna go. So we're gonna have a sink, a stove, and then under storage, as well as the hatch that closes up and down. We gotta build that here soon, but I'm not ready for that yet. We got the true teardrop dimension, doors cut out, they're laying right there. I got a sink for it, battery box for the front. Don't mind the C130, a long story on that guy. We come around the front, it's all framed out. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be skinning the front. So we'll fire up the air compressor, we'll fire up the nail gun, and we will get some plywood cut and laid on there. I'm going to do it in multiple sheets because we're going to do an aluminum overlay afterwards. So it'll look good with the wood paneling on the inside and then the aluminum over the top for waterproofing and whatnot. Same thing, door on this side. I put bigger off-road tires on it because I wanted to be able to take it up here in the mountains to like Granite Creek and stuff. Here's a gate we're building. I worked on that today. We'll do a short video on that as well. Hopefully I can bust that out today and either get this video out for you guys or that one. But yeah, we're going to seal it all in the Pinafin, whatnot. What do you think? Pass inspection? Yeah, maybe? Yeah, pass inspection, huh? So yeah, so without any more wasting your guys' time and jaw-jacking, because it's probably already been a couple minutes, we're going to pull these sheets out over here, these little guys. And what I did was gentle. There we go. I got the smallest board I could get. Yeah, somebody used it for paint, which I'm not very thrilled about. But we'll put that side up, and it'll be just fine. So we're going to start with this guy here. See if we can't get him cut down to width, and then go from there. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a time lapse and we're gonna get to it. What do you think? Think we're gonna do it? All right, so what we did was we measured the width of the teardrop. It's 49 inches, outside edge to outside edge. So we hit ourselves here with a chop line, and we're gonna grab a skill saw and go ahead and rip that one piece and go set it on there and see how she fits. Make sure we don't cut through my magic cart here. That'll work. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. Okay. Table saw doesn't work in case you were wondering. That would be the reason for the need for the skill saw. I use a chalk line. I don't know what you guys prefer, but I like chalk lines. They don't usually steer me that wrong. Here we go. That's what trim's for. So this is living proof. I promise you right now, I am living proof that you do not have to be a carpenter to make stuff look good. I am not a woodworking guy by any stretch of the truth or any means. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab you guys, we're gonna go on an adventure. Like this one-hand camera action. See if I can't whack my car here with the tripod. Whack! Got it. All right. Gotta have fun with it, guys. Not having fun with it, it's called work. All right, how's that look? Good enough angle? Put this up on here. And that looks like crap, so we're gonna turn it around. Okay. And what you want is you want a board that's gonna flex. That's what this is gonna allow me to do. So I'm gonna show you a little trick. Let me run and grab 2 screws and I'll show you guys how to hold these up when you're working by yourself. I need this head and this drill. Good. Dog's inside. That's what I want. All right, so we set the saddle away for a second. Okay? And I'm leaning a lot of things up against this Volkswagen, but don't worry. I'm being very gentle. So what I'm going to do, since I like to be precise on stuff, is I'm going to take these, it's the wrong bit. Hold on. Right in between your frame and your 2x4 floors, you just kind of gently work it in there. And you're not screwing into the wood, you're going underneath. So here's the wood, here's the metal, you're going in between. I'll show you in a second. You're just sliding them in there to where it makes a stand for your plug. Just like that. Does that make sense? So that way when I go and square this up and start tacking on it, I know that I'm dealing with a square piece of material. And it'll fold over the way I want it to. That'll work out good. See if I can keep this thing from falling over. Nope. All right. So I gotta get the screws and start working on this while you guys start working on that. Because see, that right there is gonna go nice and easy. All right. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to hold it and screw it and do it all by yourself. This is a pain in the butt. Okay. They make clamps for this stuff, guys. Highly encourage you. Highly encourage you to use them. It's nice when you have an extra set of hands to help you, but we don't always have that luxury. So we're gonna make do with what we got. All right. We'll tack that down, and then once that's tacked down, we'll lay another sheet on top of it, and so on and so forth. It's a really simple process. I think the material I have here is a little too thick, so we'll probably have to get a smaller piece, but I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can't hit it with the brad nailer and get it to go back down. We're kind of in an awkward spot right now because my air chucks aren't working for the air compressor. I ordered the 3/8, they sent me 1/2 inch, so I don't have pneumatics right now, so my brad nailer, pop, 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 that's out of commission. The annoying part about that is I need that to do this. So I just thought about that. So what we're going to do is this video is probably going to be all over the place again, but we're going to switch from, hold on. we're gonna switch from a teardrop video to probably just a vlog about what we're doing. But I'll save this for a teardrop video of its own. And we'll go from there. All right, welcome back. Move. Come here. So, sorry for the no upload yesterday. We've been working all weekend, running water around for local farmers and stuff. So that takes priority because cows need to drink water. So today we're going to be getting back on the teardrop. I filmed some clips before this of failed attempts to put the roof on it. And I've said this a bunch of times. I'm not a carpenter. I'm not the guy that knows what he's doing in those retrospects by any means. So part of this is to share mistakes and lessons learned just as much so as it is to show you guys how to do or how not to do something. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to roll the clips from the past where we failed putting the roof on. And then right over here, I've got the correct stuff to bend to put the roof on. So we're going to do a little bit of correcting our boo-boos and then a whole lot of putting the roof on the teardrop and figuring out if we can hang the doors or not right yet. So with that being said, I don't want this to be a long introduction. I want to thank you guys for everything and just remind you that liking and subscribing is free. All right? All right, so like you saw in the before video, the fail of me trying to do this, now we get to do the cleanup portion of the fail. So we get to cut off all our little stobs if we can't get them out and try our best to get these all out of here and be able to put new screws or new brads in here. So that's going to be the fun part, is getting new brad nails in without hitting the other ones. But we'll figure it out. When there's a will, there's a way. I'm happy to report I know a guy named Will, so we'll find a way. Let's get this cleaned up and then we will start measuring and cutting. All right. So, full disclosure, we're pretty much working 7 days a week right now. So bear with me on the uploads. It's going to be on or around the weekend. So look for weekend uploads for right now until things slow down. Once we hit summer and fire season takes off, you're going to be seeing a lot less than me, but you'll be seeing some cool fire content. So those will probably just be time-lapse videos with me talking about what we're doing and why what we're doing is impacting the firefighters and helping fight fire in California. But I missed a few, so let's get these all taken care of and hit them with our best shot, shall we? I know my shirt's filthy. When you're working on cattle ranches and stuff with water, it gets muddy, it gets yucky, and it's better to wear crappy clothes. So yes, I do have nice clothes. You just won't see them because you're always going to see me in the garage. So this is what we're going to be using. See how much more pliable this is than the last stuff? Yes, that's what we're going to be using. So let me set the sawhorses up and we'll get this cut and laid out on here. We're going to do 2 sheets versus 1 because I screwed up. Again, transparency. I screwed up. Let me grab a tape measure and I'll show you. Most true teardrops are 4 foot wide by 8 feet long. True 4x8 blueprint, right? But when I made, let me get this down here so you can see it. When I made this frame down here, I made it, the metal frame 4 feet long on the nose, exactly 4 feet long. But then I did not account for the plywood being outside the frame. So now my outside dimension is actually 49 inches, so I'm an inch off. So I'm an inch shy of being able to coat a 4x8 sheet of plywood this way. So what I did was I went and got 2 sheets. I'm going to rip them down the middle and pair them on a seam. Since the roof is going to be rolled in aluminum anyway, it won't matter. I'll just make the aluminum cut match what I need it to. So, like I said, we'll set the sawhorses up, we'll get this cut, and we'll get going. What you're seeing here is me trying to use the one sheet. However, you'll see in a second that the brad nailer that I'm using will not hold the plywood in place, so I have to find another approach. This will be the second fail attempt at putting the roof on.